kindly ask you to be patient. You will see that at the end of the story, the estimation model will be very simple. But in order to understand the reason why you are using that model, I strongly believe you need to know this very limited theory that I'm introducing to you. Okay, I think we can meet tomorrow with the PC. And what I'm doing tomorrow, I tell you just one thing, because this is quite important. What I'm doing tomorrow is to introduce to you a software that I would like to use to develop these exercises that I will propose to you. And the software, it's, if you could get it installed in the PC before tomorrow, it would be great. It's an open software, and you can download it. Let me see. Here, and I will write extensively the address here. You can download it at www.rproject. Doesn't appear, just one second. .com. And let me see, because you know also the cellular, it's not real. The cellular line is not really. So basically, you go here, and this is not an underscore. This is a middle, you know, dash. Yeah. Thank you. And here it is. No, there is something which doesn't work here. Let me see. I think I made a mistake. Ah, yeah, .org, sorry. Let me see. Yeah, okay. Org. And sorry for that. And please don't be concerned that you see for statistical computing. This is indeed, statistics is relevant to this subject, as you know already, but this is a software that is very broad and can be used also for deterministic computing. Don't worry about that. It is very similar to MATLAB. Maybe that you're used to use MATLAB. And basically, I prefer to use this package because it is free, it is open source, so you can install it without any problem. And also you have a lot of packages here, free packages that you can download and install. MATLAB is, you know, it's commercial, so it's a bit more tricky. There are some free versions of MATLAB like Octave, but I think that this one is a bit better. So I prefer to teach to you how to use this. To install it, there is a download page about, if you scroll down, there is, where is download? Let me see. To download are here. And then when you click, there are the mirrors. Usually doesn't make a difference, but I take the usually Austria, but it doesn't make a difference really. And here there is, you see, download R for Linux, download R for Mac and for Windows. For Windows it's very simple, there is an installer, and you just need to download it and double click it, it goes up. And if you are using the other packages like Mac, I'm not a Mac user, but I know that it's very easy to install it. And for Linux is in the same way very easy. And as I said, if you could get it installed by tomorrow, because you know sometimes the virus doesn't work and the installer is quite heavy to download. And you know, at the end of the story, it takes about 1 hour to install it, because if you have a good network, no problem. But if with the virus here, and just one last thing. I'm not sure what operating system are you using, but I guess that most of you are using Windows, and some of you may use Mac because you know the popularity of Mac is increasing. And I strongly suggest you to use an open software for your PC. So basically, if you are not a Mac user, because if you have a Mac, it's meaningless to install another operating system. If you are not a Mac user and you are a Windows user, I suggest you, maybe in the long term, to switch to Linux. And there are many reasons for making Linux preferable. The computer is more lasting, it's more efficient, it doesn't get old quickly. and you have a lot of open software available, while under Windows everything should be bought in principle. And also the interaction with other students and researchers is much easier. There is only one problem with the open software, that is less user-friendly, so it requires some effort to learn, and this is why it's not popular. This is why people use Windows, because it's more user-friendly, is the only advantage. Another disadvantage of Windows is it is exposed to viruses, and the open software Linux, I am a Linux user since 2008, never got a virus, and I migrated because I was always attacked on my Windows PC. So basically, but Linux is less user-friendly. And if you don't make the switch while you are a student, it's extremely difficult that you have time later on. So I suggest you to make the effort. And if you want any suggestion, just feel free to ask me. It's possible to make a dual boot, so you have the same machine with two operating systems. But I can't tell you how much is preferable to work on a Linux machine. And this is a Linux machine. Okay, see you tomorrow. With Windows, if you have it. Don't try to install Linux today, okay?